Two. Hello. Hello. Hello, friends. There's more music again. Ugh. What's up? What's up, folks? How's it going? Paradis, thank you for the 10 gifted subs right off the bat. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you so much to Paradis. Sorry to take the glasses off. I know it's upsetting to people when I do this. I know it's upsetting to people when I take the glasses off, but they're kind of foggy for some reason. I've been running around all morning. Here. Serving coordinated looks. Lodane, you got the same thing going on today. Did you do a pre-show, Lodane? I thought I heard you say that you were going to, but I didn't get a chance to check if you were. I've been running around. All morning. I had a bunch of errands to do this morning, a bunch of stuff to do, and I don't have a long time to stream. Like this is a very brief one. This is a very brief one today. I think I got to go around 1:30. So just wanted to briefly sign on and just say hello. That's all. Hey, Starlight, what's up? How's it going with you? Just wanted to briefly come on here, say hello. It's Tuesday. I will tomorrow, and I'm in all black today. Your hat and shirt go really well together. Thank you, Lodane. Thank you. Okay, good. Well, tomorrow will be like a regular stream again. I think it was a little ambitious with the stuff I had going on today to like do too much. But you know, I told you that I was back. I told you that TRRS was back. It's back. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's back so much. It's back so much that I'm even slurping these again, folks. I just chugged the whole rest of this thing right before the start of this. I just chugged the whole rest of it. We're back. TRRS is back, folks. We haven't seen you in a while, Starlight. I'm happy to have you back in the chat again today. Back on that rain grind. That's right. Yeah. So that's it. It was a little ambitious, I think, to do a whole stream today with, like we did yesterday. Yesterday was the first full TRRS episode in quite a while, and it felt really good. Even though the report on all the Labor Party stuff was really like madness inducing.
You can count on me. You're gonna have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
Briefly saying I'm still a slub.
Thank you, Alana. 16 months resub at tier 2.
You can count on
Alana
me. You're
Nana.
gonna have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
If I had more money, I'd sub at a higher tier.
Johnny, thank you so much for the 3 months tier 1 as well. Don't worry about that, Johnny. Don't worry about it at all. You know, one day when you build up your productive forces a bit more, maybe we can talk about that. But I'm happy to have you in the community, Johnny. You're a relatively new community member. I'm happy you found your way over to this community. We'll talk later about upgrading the tiers and all that stuff and seeing what else you can do to contribute to the stream and everything like that. Hey, Comrade Social Distancing, what's up? So that's it. It was a little ambitious, I think, to do anything major today.
You can count on me. You're going to have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
Sean, thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate that, Sean. And I'm imagining we're going to see Sean's comeback stream this week, right? Isn't that true? I thought we kind of settled on this last week, that Sean's comeback stream would be happening this week. So I'm just waiting to hear the news about that, Sean. I'm waiting to hear the news about that. What's it going to be tomorrow, Thursday? I thought we'd established this. My brain broke and then my PC broke, but soon. Okay, that's not good. The PC breaking is not soon. So what I did think we could do today is just, like I said in the title, briefly say hello. I got about 30 minutes and that's all today. But I'm dedicated to doing the stream again and coming back and hanging out with everyone on a regular basis. Thought we could lay out a bit of a timetable for the rest of the week, right? So I thought plenty of stuff to talk about with Cuba.
On me. You're going to have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
30 minutes of excellence, that's right. And thank you, Starlight, for gifting a sub to Sin Chow. Thank you, Starlight. Thank you very much. So, plenty of stuff to talk about with Cuba. Tomorrow, I got a ton of Cuba material for this new, referendum that just happened in Cuba. Talk about, there's some great Cuba takes we can look at. That I think we can focus on tomorrow, okay? So, what's today? Tuesday? It's Tuesday today. Tomorrow, we can focus a little bit on Cuba and this big referendum, this big family law that just got passed, and all the crazy takes about that we've seen. Talk a little bit about, Cuban democracy versus Western liberal democracy. We can break that down tomorrow, a subject that we kind of talk about often on this very stream. That can be tomorrow. Thursday, we've got Twitter user and my friend, essential Twitter follow at Your Orientalist of the East is Not a Podcast, or the East is a Podcast, is what it's called. Sorry. Wonderful Twitter user, wonderful podcast, part of the Iranian diaspora. He is going to come on Thursday to talk about Iran. We can talk about these ongoing protests in Iran and what it means, and what the people of Iran need from us, and whether the Western left needs to be posting in solidarity with certain things, or what we need to be, how we should be looking at that. I think that's going to be a really good conversation. That's 1:30 Eastern. 1:30 Eastern on Thursday. I'll be talking to Your Orientalist. That's going to be really good stuff. So we got Cuba tomorrow. We got Iran Thursday. I don't know what Friday is going to be yet. I don't know. I feel like I'm probably leaving something out. I don't know what it is. Friday can be some kind of a free-for-all or something. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. But that's the tentative schedule for the rest of this week, okay? How's that working for everyone? How does that sound? Does that sound good? Does that sound good to you? Hopefully by tomorrow, I will have improved the echo situation in this room that I'm in here. That's part of my ongoing schedule as well. Hopefully I will have a better sound kind of situation happening as well. Even more echo, that's right. Even more echo. It's not enough, the whole cult thing. It wasn't enough, I'm just giving a sermon to you. And I really wanted to, increase that. I wanted to increase the sort of ASMR element of me just, proselytizing to you.
You can count on me. You're going to have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
Oh, goodness.
Well, look who we have here.
Really Chill Guy. Thank you so much, Really Chill Guy, for the 22 months of Tier 1. Very much appreciated. We've been taking a bit of a hiatus, me and my partner, Really Chill Guy, my podcast partner. Getting over COVID, on the way to TwitchCon as well. If it isn't Mr. I can't check my Twitter DMs. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Yes, that is okay. That's okay with me. I'm going to give it the thumbs up react. I'm going to give it the thumbs up react right now. I'm sorry you have to come here to do this, Really Chill Guy. I'm sorry. Jordan has that PPP money. Just ask Judy for soundproofing and she'll clear it. I'm sure, yeah. Get that out of the petty cash. Whatever left is the patented Russo updoot. That's right. That's exactly what it is. On Friday, I would recommend just streaming Titus Parr's 2016 direct-to-video hit, The Perfect Weapon, starring Steven Seagal as a dictator known as the Director. That actually sounds pretty good. That actually sounds not bad. I was a big unironic Seagal head back in the day, like the early 90s. Seagal, he's become kind of a joke. And, that's part of that is, warranted. Seagal in the early 90s was legitimately a big box office draw and made a couple of very good action flicks. You know? We don't want to talk about this anymore, but it's true. He was on an unprecedented run in that early 90s there. The ones that I like the most are Hard to Kill. Hard to Kill is a fucking classic where he plays a police officer, Mason Storm, who uncovers this evidence of this corrupt senator. They go after his family. He's in a coma for 7 years, and then they find out, unfortunately, the bad guys find out that he is hard to kill. And he comes back from the coma. He uses Eastern medicine to rehabilitate himself. The what is that with the pins and stuff? What is that again? What's that called? What is that? Why can't I think of the word for that? Acupuncture. There we go. He uses traditional Eastern medicine, acupuncture, to recover his lost muscle mass. Does he ever say storm's coming before knocking a guy out? No. But that is the one where he says, I'm going to take you to the bank, Senator Trent. The blood bank. Which is that's an all-timer action movie one-liner. Fucking great movie. And then made Under Siege after. That was his big like mainstream success, crossover success. Yeah, and he did a bunch of other good ones prior to that. Above the Law. They all have the same like syllables. He did Above the Law, Marked for Death. That was a good one. Yeah, Kelly LeBrock. There we go. It's true. Yeah, Lilo Dane. And he gave Maduro a sword. That was really cool. Yeah, that was very cool. What was that? There's another one. There was Above the Law, Marked for Death. There's a number of other really good ones. I thought Above the Law was the Take It to the Bank one. No, that's definitely that's the whole movie. Hard to Kill is just permanently burned into my brain because I had it on VHS. I had it on VHS in the 90s and I just watched it over and over and over again. What's the one where Gary Busey takes over the Navy ship? Gary Busey and Tommy Lee Jones in a fucking incredible, like that to me is a top Tommy Lee Jones performance in Under Siege. That is a fucking incredible, and he's like this disillusioned CIA guy he's one of those bad guys that's like kind of right, and you kind of agree with them. He's this like CIA guy that's gotten totally disillusioned with the horrible evils that he's been a part of. And I guess when he became disillusioned, they like tried to kill him, and then he goes fucking nuts after. And he's one of those bad guys that it's like, oh, he kind of has a point. This guy kind of has a couple. This guy's making good points here, and he's fucking great. He's chewing up all the scenery. He's one of those movies where you can tell, you know, there's movies where you get one of those character actors to play a bad guy or whatever, and you know that they're kind of phoning it in. No phoning it in for Tommy Lee Jones in that one. He's having a great time the whole time, and Busey as well. It's Busey and Tommy Lee Jones, and they're both just fucking killing it in the game. It's so great. It is so great. On Deadly Ground was the edge of the cliff. His career dropped up. Yeah, that was the beginning and the end of him as like a mainstream box office star. That's right. Busey is great in that. Busey is so great in that one. Brain rot cap, check. Merch shirt, check. Let's go. There we go, Don Dark Sony. There we go. That is a pretty decent Avatar take. Comrade Social Distancing.
You've just become an elite member of the Friendship Triangle. Oh my goodness, Dimitri, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Jesus. I was not, in all honesty, I was not expecting to really make too much noise in the old sub category today because I have a very short span of time here. But Dimitri, I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate having you back in the chat, in the community. It's wonderful.
Thank you so much. The bi lighting is warming up. That's right. And it depends on, you can see the bisexual lighting depending on how much natural light I have. Right now it's very cloudy and rainy today, so you can see it a lot better. Sometimes I have a lot of natural light coming in here and then it kind of blocks it. This is a good I think this is a good Avatar 2 take. I have one qualm, okay? One minor qualm with this, okay? Otherwise, I agree with this totally. Okay, otherwise, I agree with this. So Avatar was very stupid, unobtainium, but fun, and I just rewatched it, and the last 12 years of blockbusters have made it retroactively look like Citizen Kane. I think that part is true. I don't really find it stupid, personally. I actually just find it straight up good. But I think that's true about how the whole takeover of the sort of Marvel assembly line blockbuster filmmaking have made it look so great in retrospect. Like the effects in Avatar are just so vastly superior to kind of anything that we're currently seeing right now in that kind of Marvel assembly line style of blockbuster filmmaking. I don't really, the obsession with unobtainium, I don't think it's that hard to like suspend your disbelief when it comes to the idea of discovering this like priceless resource that's almost impossible to get on another planet and requires all this technology and all this stuff in order to extract it and to get it. And these cheeky scientists starting to call it unobtainium just for that reason. I don't think it's that crazy. I don't think it's that big of a deal. People fixate on that, the unobtainium thing. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's probably got some scientific name or whatever, but all these like business CEOs and people in fucking science are just, they call it unobtainium because it's difficult to obtain. It's not so bad. You know, it's not that big of a deal. I used to hate it more than I do now because I do agree they would call it that. It's difficult to, folks, it's difficult to obtain. All right. It's extremely difficult to obtain. So they just started calling it unobtainium. You know, it's fine. It's totally fine. That's one of the most plausible parts of the movie universe. Yeah. And God, I'm really excited for Avatar 2. Rob made me Avatar pilled. Yes. Yes. Comrade social distancing. Yes. Have you ever watched the Lucas Cameron discussion? Lucas unloaded Star Wars being about revolution and Cameron goes and creates Avatar. Yeah, we watched it a couple weeks ago, actually, Dimitri. When you talk about when George Lucas is like openly admitting that Star Wars is about the Viet Cong, you know? And our fucking brain genius, pop culture obsessed culture is just completely unable to parse this. Why did you make Star Wars all political? It's like, it's literally about the Viet Cong. Like, that's like, and it's about how the US empire is the evil empire. You know, those evil guys, the evil stormtroopers and Darth Vader, and they're just blowing up planets and raping and pillaging. That's the United States empire. You know, this is not difficult to understand. This is not difficult to understand at all. But yeah, I did watch that conversation and it's fucking great. I'm looking forward to I want to go back to the theater to see the Avatar re-release. Actually, I've heard they've upgraded the 3D. They've upgraded some of the graphics and stuff. I'm really looking forward to seeing that in the theater again to hype myself up for number 2.
You've just become an elite member of the Friendship Triangle.
Oh my gosh. Don Dark Sony, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Don Dark Sony. Very, very much appreciated. Have you watched Andor? No, I haven't, but you know what? I've heard it's good. I've heard good things about Andor. I talked a couple weeks ago about Obi-Wan, how I watched that, and I wasn't kind of crazy about it.
Of the Friendship Triangle.
Oh my gosh. This is fucking outrageous. John McCain's Ghost, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, John. That's very kind of you. I was not expecting to get any subs today. I'm literally just popping in to say hello for less than an hour. I was not expecting this in any way. This fucking community and the kindness and generosity of this community just astounds me sometimes. And it is Slubtember. That is true. It is Slubtember, so all these subs and gifted subs are on discount right now. So yeah, I watched Obi-Wan. I didn't mind it. I wasn't crazy about it, but I watched it, and I've heard Andor is very good. I've heard Andor is good. I'm looking forward to watching that.
You can count on me. You're going to have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
Andor is pretty good. It's probably the most explicitly anti-fascist Star Wars show. All the chuds seem to adore the tightest ass pencil pusher. Yeah. I've heard really good things, Husker.
You're going to have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
Comrade Social Distancing, thank you for the 2 gifted subs, and thank you so much to Lodane for the gifted sub to Rylan. Thank you. Keep gifting. Force Rob to do a long stream. I literally can't. I literally cannot do it. I have to leave in like 15 minutes. I have to leave in 15 minutes. Oh my fucking God.
The friendship triangle.
Oh my God. Progressive Canuck, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Progressive Canuck. Very, very kind of you. For the 5 gifted subs. This is ridiculous. This stream is going to turn into a 24-hour one. I literally can't. Like, again, I literally cannot. I have to leave in very soon. I've got stuff I have to do. I've got an appointment at 3. I've got an appointment I have to go to at 3 p.m. And I'm at 1:30. I have something else. I'm actually meeting my dad. I'm actually meeting my dad at 1:30. So I literally can't stay. But as I've said, I've been setting the agenda for tomorrow and for the rest of the week. We got Cuba tomorrow. We got Iran on Thursday. I will figure something else out good for Friday. Okay, so I'm setting the agenda for the rest of the week here. Now you can slub the rib for a limited time only. This offer ends in...
Use the computer to mark up the size of the account.
X minutes from now.
Did Stalin not try to resign multiple times? And who stopped him? The people.
That's true. That's true, Dimitri. That is something that happened. Thank you, Dimitri, for the 200 friend coin. That's very, very kind of you. Oh my. Oh my. I was not expecting this. This is delightful. Fridays with Seagal. Maybe we can just sit there and watch Hard to Kill. I don't know how copyright really works, but I feel like those early 90s Seagal movies should be in like the public domain. You know? Why aren't they? Why aren't they in the public domain? Dave, thank you for continuing the gift sub you got from Don Dark Zoni. Thank you, Dave Legend. Thank you so much, Dave Legend. I'm going to have to manually increase that. Jesus. Is it because English is my second language? Slub to rib sounds kind of naughty. It sounds like something. I don't know. Maybe in Danish it means something like really weird. Fire Down Below 1997. Yeah, that one I don't remember. I found out last night the hype trains can now go to at least level 10. Yeah, I saw that as well. They go beyond level 5 now. If you were getting arrested by Seagal, would you ask him for an autograph? Absolutely. Absolutely. Although I would always make sure to be on the same side as Steven Seagal. If you're getting arrested by Seagal, you've known you've fucked up somewhere. You know you've gone wrong somewhere. You know? Driving a tank through your house. Like that's as much as difficult as it must be to realize this, that is your fault at that point. I'd ask him to heal me. Yeah, I'd ask him to use his traditional Eastern healing methods to fix me. Okay, you know I have to do it to him. You know I had to do it to him. The score is great. Fucking great action movie score in this one. An all-timer to me.
Got my Japanese book of secret ways to heal myself and in the next page to beat up my enemies. TRRS Rob Knife.
Thank you, Useless. Thank you for the 9 months, resub at tier 1. Thank you, Useless. All those Japanese texts, that's all it is. That's all that's in there. Terrible form. Again, Ben, people are being very rude to Seagal here. This man was just in a coma for 8 years, all right? All his muscles are in atrophy. This man is rebuilding all his muscle mass, and all you have is criticism in the chat. All you have is criticism. Okay? And I would look inward, take a look in the mirror, and maybe interrogate why you feel the need to pick on someone who was in a coma for 8 years and had his family murdered. You know, that's on you. The kind of fucked up part is that he like gets so worked up from like rehabbing himself that he from like thinking about his murdered wife that he immediately like hooks up with Kelly LeBrock after. That's a little sketchy, I think. That's a little bit sketchy. And HD, I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to give any spoilers for the 1991 action film Hard to Kill. You know? But I would recommend that people check it out. It's a very good movie. There's a second training montage too when he starts to get more powerful as well. You can count on me. You're going to have good old Rob to talk you through all this.
I have COVID. Left off for Ricky, left off for Rock.
Stu, thank you for the 19 months of tier 1, Stu. I'm very sorry to hear that you've got COVID. That's very unfortunate. When I had COVID a few weeks ago, it was absolutely miserable. It made me fucking absolutely miserable. So I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay, Stu. Prayers up. We're sending all our energy to Stu. Where's the second training montage? Here we go. See, now he's got the weights. See? Now he's doing it.
This is some guy, Rob Russo, some leftist based in Canada. I was turned on to this sick individual,
Punches.
and I found this.
Thank you so much for the raid, Marina. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you, Marina, for the raid. See, look, now he's doing good. Now he's doing good. It just took him some time. You were all ready to judge him in the chat. You were all ready to judge Seagal. I bet you feel pretty silly now, don't you? He does have a silly run. That is true. That is true. Steven about to fuck some shit up, and he really does. Like, after he heals himself like this, and after he goes after all the people that killed his family, he really does fuck them up, like, quite epically. It's like, it's very satisfying. It's really satisfying. What did we come into? I was just looking at clips from the classic 1991 action film, Hard to Kill, with Steven Seagal. Maybe 1990. It's around that time. He kicks incredible amounts of ass. He really does. He really, really does. It's very satisfying. Why am I in like theater mode here? This is stupid. You know what? There's a great trope in Hard to Kill as well, which happens really well. Where you meet the kindly physical rehab hospital guy who's super friendly and nice, which of course terrible things happen to him. Classic trope in that. Very good. Hey, Dad, my dad just showed up. My dad is here now. Dad, I was just watching clips from Hard to Kill. Remember Hard to Kill? Remember that one with Steven Seagal?
Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
I used to like Steven Seagal.
Yeah, I know.
I got a problem with him. You're wrong.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, I better go. I told you I was just briefly saying hello. Do you want to say hello, Dad?
Hello, friends. I'm Robert's pop. Let me fix my hair. I just came from Ontario.
Okay, I'm going to say goodbye now. That's my dad, everybody. That's all I got for today. I told you I was just briefly saying hello. It's a brief hello, and now it's a brief goodbye. All right? I will be back tomorrow for a longer stream. I told you we're going to talk about Cuba tomorrow. Okay? We got Cuba tomorrow. We got Iran on Thursday. Right? That's all I got for today. But plenty more good stuff coming up this week right here on TRRS, aka The Rob Rousseau Show. I never really say that though, do I? Who do we got streaming right now? We got Zach App, who sometimes raids. Perhaps we could raid Zach App. I don't think I've ever raided Zach before, right? Zach's a common raider over here. Why don't we do that? Thank you again, everyone. Thank you again. This is really nice to just pop in here for 45 minutes. Unbelievable levels of support and generosity from this community. Unbelievable levels of support and generosity. It's truly astounding to me. It is truly astounding to me, the level of support that this community shows. I really, really appreciate it. More Seagal streams. I can do that. I'm a big Seagal head. Big Seagal head over here. Does your dad have a motorcycle? He does. Yeah. He absolutely does. He absolutely does. So, thanks again, friends. I'm happy I could just briefly sign on to say hello. My dad had the same haircut, also a motorcycle dad. There we go. Amazing. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Give my regards to Zach. I hope you all have a nice day. I'll talk to you soon.